With this year's Monash City Council election entering its last week, the candidates are doing their final assignments. At Oakleigh, 19 candidates are competing for 3 vacancies. One of them, Niga Hoskin, expressed her main concern about the community at this final stage.
The main concern is actually around working with small and emerging communities, empowering them and also connecting them with services, and really to develop their skills of participation in community and engaging with the wider communities, because in Monash, I think 49% is actually migrants, especially those from refugee and asylum seekers background. I find it that there's a lot of them that actually lacks the knowledge of where to find services and also to connect with services. And plus, I also want to make sure that community are empowered and that they also know that they do have a right to advocate and lobby on their behalf as well. So I'm really there for the small and emerging communities.
Frank Cresia, another nominee from this election, who is also an executive director of Waverley Industry Company, had different concern about the issue in this community.
Imagine a standard block of 800 to 900 square metres used to have one house. Today, it could have 4 units on there. Instead of having 2 cars for that family, maybe 3, there are a minimum of 8 cars they park on the street. All of a sudden, you've got cars, bumper to bumper. You've got cars parked on the nature strip, on the green grass, on the nature strip, which overrides on the footpath. It damages the footpath. People can't walk. Policies were very simple. More car spaces in shopping centres, at train stations in the Oakleigh Ward. More open parks, spaces for family access for recreation and activity.
With the election coming to an end, the results will be revealed in a few weeks. However, the residents here have something to say about elections and candidates.
We came to this area like 18 years ago. At that time, it was a quiet area because the families were new, and now the families have grown up, and there is children, and children have started going to work. There is so many cars in this area. We don't have a proper place to park our cars. That's the main concern in my street. But apart from that, I have to say that we are concerned about the parking fines. Actually, it is really we can't explain that. We know there is unnecessary fines that people get. They can't bear the cost. It's the people who are really speeding and do the offences. They don't catch them. The innocent people get caught with the parking fines.
When talked about how effective the election would be, she said,
"We have been participating in the government elections few times, but I have noticed that so many promises that they made hasn't been answered.